Hey Extinctioneers, I'm Islander, project lead for Echoes of Extinction. This month has been absolutely packed. We've taken the first steps on Tropiognathus, torn a Rhinosaurus down to the bone and gore for death models, done a lot of bug fixing, and pushed hard towards getting the tech demo into your hands this December. On top of that, we're gearing up for the pre-stress test on the 7th of December for our sub-adult Patreon tier and above, where you'll be able to jump in, help us find last-minute bugs, and really push the server. The tech demo after that will still be completely free for everyone. This is just an early chance to help us break things before launch. Before I dive into each team member, I want to start with the world itself. This month, Airsick Lowlander has been working on a river system that stretches across the entire map and actually connects together, so our aquatic and semi-aquatics have a real choice in where they want to live and travel. Every river section is being stitched together with waterfalls and transitions, so moving downstream and heading up into the hills feels natural and cinematic, instead of like discrete separate pools. On top of that, he's continued his eternal war on performance. He lowered the video memory required for the map, made shadows cheaper so they hit your FPS less, and unified materials where possible. That unity cuts down on draw calls, which means the map can stay visually dense without murdering your hardware. And as a final touch, he hand-scanned real coast redwood materials and built the new redwood trees with nanite. So what you're looking at here are the trees that are both extremely high quality and incredibly performance friendly. Of course, a beautiful map is only half the story. It needs solid systems behind it. On the programming side, Chikange has been in the trenches with core gameplay systems for the tech demo. A big focus this month has been bug fixing based on QA reports, especially around inventory, crafting, and item handling, to make those moment-to-moment interactions feel smoother and more reliable. Also, he improved the save system, so it now properly saves quests as well, which is a huge progression. When you log out and come back, your journey should feel continuous and not like you're resetting every time. Behind the scenes, he's been strengthening quest systems itself, so it's ready to hook into more content later. On the Dinosaur side, Furious Smog has taken a more feature-driven path this month. We have heard your feedback about audio and feel, so all the Dinosaur footsteps have been remade and expanded. He's also been integrating new and revised animations from Kleina and Ek, polishing Iokokarya's animation set and bringing a Rhinosaurus closer and closer to completion. And for tech reasons, he's been using the test model of Purosaurus in-game to work on scaling and make sure our big boy feels the right size without breaking everything. Looking forward, the Rhinosaurus' defense cool ability has been turned into a kind of shank attack. A quick on-the-move hit that does medium bleed and damage. That gives a Rhinosaurus a way to go on the offensive instead of always playing purely defensive. We're still targeting a December tech demo release, and while some things might be a little rough or unfinished at first, we're committed to updating it until it matches the vision we have in our heads. Let's stay on that theme of feel for a second and talk about sound, because none of this would land properly if it didn't sound right. This was MZ's first month working with us, and he dove straight into the Foley and ambience. He's been building up a library of footsteps, tiny, medium, and now working on large, as well as forest ambient sounds to make the world feel alive even when nothing is happening on screen. All those subtle layers are what make just standing in a clearing and listening feel immersive. On top of that foundation, Soundrinks has been focusing on the less happy side of the Dinosaur audio, hurt and death sounds. Now, all of these systems and sounds still need a clean way to reach you. Our new UI/UX developer, Koga, has been busy building the interfaces you actually live with while you play. This month, he's put together the in-game HUD, the announcement system, the compass, and other core screens that will stay with you through your entire experience. A lot of his work is about readability and flow. It's still a work in progress, and we'll be iterating based on your feedback during the tech demo. Now let's move over to the art side. Ra's been streaming the development of the Tropiognathus. The concept is getting close to final, and once that's locked in, he'll be moving into the modeling. Arrived, on the other hand, has been working on the gore models for Rhinosaurus. That includes most of the skeleton and some organs. It's what you will see when things go very, very wrong for an Orano. Void has been focused on in-game item art. The goal is to make items look much better inside the inventory. Clear, readable silhouettes with enough detail to feel interesting, but not so much that they muddy up the UI. Meanwhile, Victoria has been working on illustration design for our Kickstarter campaign. She's been building the key art and starting on characters that we'll reveal later on. These are the visuals that will help tell the story of the world at a glance. Whether it's on the Kickstarter page, trailers, or marketing material, you'll see more of her work as we get closer to the campaign. Now, let's talk about how all of that comes to life. Animation. Sadek has been pushing both Iokokarya and Rhinosaurus forward. For Rhino, she took the old quadrupedal walk and repurposed it as a crouch state, then created a new slow bipedal walk to give it a better variety in movement. She's also built a new special ability animation for Iokarkaria, a hybrid attack that's meant to feel as nasty as it sounds. And she also worked on one of Arena's special abilities, a stabbing attack using its long thumb. We're hoping to squeeze these specials into the tech demo, but we'll see how far we can get in time. Kleina has also been focusing on the Rhinosaurus this month, like making a new threaten animation. On top of that, he's been working on the turn in place animation, so a Rhinosaurus can rotate more cleanly without looking stiff or glitchy. Small things, but they make a huge difference in how natural the creature feels to control and fight against. On the player side, Minizip Wolf has been reworking a set of animations, so our humans can properly hold a torch. Once that's done, the next step will be weapon holding animations, so your tools don't just exist in your hand, they actually move like they're being used by a real character. And finally, none of this matters if nobody hears about it. Dre, our social media manager, as well as Monji have been juggling fast-paced updates, shifting schedules, and the chaos of feeding a hungry community, and doing a great job of it. This month we hit 36,000 wishlists on Steam, which is a huge milestone for us. Some days that meant recording the same clip over and over to get the perfect shot, and some days it meant dealing with dips in engagement and figuring out what kind of content you respond to best. The goal going forward is more intensive content, more ways for you to engage with the game before it's even out, and a stronger communication between the dev team and all of you following along. A quick reminder, if you haven't wishlisted the game on Steam, the link to that will be in the description. Wishlisting the game on Steam really helps us a lot and helps Steam know that you guys want this game as much as we do, so we appreciate all the support. So, to sum it all up, we've been building rivers and redwoods, tightening core systems, expanding UI, pushing animations and audio, refining gore and concepts, and growing the community, all with one main goal: getting the tech demo into your hands this December. If you're a sub-adult tier or higher on Patreon, we'd love to see you in the pre-stress test on the 7th of December. After that, the tech demo itself will be free for everyone, and we'll be updating it until it feels like the Echoes of Extinction we've been imagining all this time. However, that's going to be it for this month's devlog. Make sure to check out our socials to keep up with all EOE news and to wishlist our game on Steam. I'll see you guys next month with more updates. Thank you again, and cheers.